How you doing, everyone? It's me, Gerald, Portland, Oregon. That is. How are you today? I'm not that great. Had a minor heart attack this weekend. Caught pneumonia this last weekend, I guess. And I don't know if I've gotten rid of it. No more spitting up blood anyway. So doc's is probably gone. I took my antibiotics like I'm supposed to. So hopefully it's gone. Okay. And what I'm doing is making me up a little medicine here because actually a good decongestant, the right kind of the right strain of medical herb is a great decongestant and an antidepressant. I have a lot of depression issues with my amputation and such. So, actually, I wanted to get this out of the way because I want to take a couple of hits. I needed to talk about religion and stuff. It's been weighing on my mind because I keep getting these Christians come on and jump on me, tell me how I'm closed-minded and ignorant to the Bible and all this other hoop de hoop. And it makes me wonder, do they really know their own Bible? Do they realize how ridiculous it sounds when read aloud? Do they realize how pornographic it is when when read out of context, for instance, or even within context? It's sometimes pornographic. Like lots of girls, after the mom turned into a pillar of salt, they plied him with alcohol and had their way with him, I suppose. He's considered some kind of a saint, I guess. I don't know. Because he had sex with his daughters. He can't get me that drunk. Okay? If I can get an erection, I'm not that drunk. Okay? That's a bunch of hooey, for one thing. For another. It's just, my point is, Christianity especially, which is what the Western world is basically made of, Christians, more than anything else, has changed and worked itself and tries to appease itself or tries to get other people to appease themselves to it, I guess. Not sure how to put that, but they try to command respect, and they do that by engineering themselves every few years, by reinventing themselves every few years. Like the Mormons, for instance, when they first came out, all polygamous, gung ho Joseph Smith saw an angel, and I don't know how many of those people really believe that goofy story still, But I guess they do. But anyway, then they've changed theirs ever since. They thought the black man was, or the Indian and the black man were actually white men who had the mark of chain on them, I guess. So they weren't allowed to be in the clergy. They weren't even allowed to be in the church, I guess, from what I heard. I don't know. I'm not a Mormon. I don't think it doesn't matter. The point is that religions are all exclusive. They're all each one of them thinks they are the correct one, and the punishments for not following the correct one are always some kind of sexual frustration or death by sexual frustration. Mm, excuse me, that was good. I like to do the do. So here we have people very superstitious. Been hearing about Orion for ages, seeing the three kings with three stars in the belt, following the brightest star in the east, Syria. And as they follow that bright star, it leads them to the rising of the sun, the new sun, the horizon, Horus's sun, comes up at the winter solstice, right at the spot where Sirius and the three kings point. So that's kind of where that myth started. Then, of course, you notice he has 12 apostles. Yeah, 12 months. Right. Zodiac, 12. Yeah, 12 signs of the zodiac, 12. Everything's 12s, multiples of 12s. He was 12 years old when he took off, went teaching. Came back when he was about 30, 31. I guess his dad killed him. I mean, why didn't he just manifest some of his shit, man? Blam! Say, get the fuck. Are you crazy? I'm a god. You gotta believe that. Watch this. Zap! That would have been so much easier than going through all that stupid agony that you seem to think happened, you Christians. And then you turn around, you want us all to respect your beliefs. Hmm. A delusion that says there's a big magician in the sky who created everything in 7 days, supposedly, out of nothing. Just like we supposedly do in science, nothing out of nothing. I don't know, it's there. But, so, yeah. And it has a power to be able to focus and actually keep its focus on these billions of creatures all around us that it created. You'd think it would have done a better job with the body. Yeah, better eyesight at night, for one thing. Certainly. Stronger jaw for biting people, for another. I don't know, but, if your God, created everything, that means it created all the evil in the world. Muhammad, Hitler, and Stalin, and they're not religious at all, and they were religious at the same time. Yeah, Hitler was a big-time Christian. The thing is, religion is ridiculous, and it gets more ridiculous the more you read your religious books, your Bible, your Torah, your Muhammad, your Quran. They all say the same thing anyway. They're all the same parable, the same story, written in different styles by different hands. I wonder if anybody understood that. I wonder if anybody knows that yet. It's a fact. And the contention is, they're so ridiculous, they deserve nothing but ridicule. I don't want to respect them. I don't have to respect them. I don't have to respect someone's beliefs if they're like that. You don't respect a schizophrenic's beliefs, and theirs aren't half as extreme as yours, although some of them like to wear tinfoil hats. But there is a scientific principle to it. And the worst part about this whole thing is y'all will not keep your grimy little fingers and paws out of my system, out of my government, and away from my country, and stop influencing my policymakers. We don't want to live in a theocracy. We don't want to teach creationism in school. By the way, have you heard about new Arnie? Arnie Francis? Yeah, he's the missing link, by the way. Yeah. And there's many others. I mean, we've got so many examples of links and such, and degradations and evolutions and all of that. Just pick up a science book, you'll be just fine. You pick up the Bible, you'll go insane. You'll lose your mind. Get it? Got it. This is Gerald. I'm signing off because I had fun showing you how ridiculous religion is. Talking snake. Mm-hmm. Two sons. One kills the other. Got mom, dad, and a son. Where would someone find their wife? Kind of makes me want to go, don't it? Good night, everyone. Well, actually, I'll do this little, before I go, this is my depression medication. This time in the evening, I start feeling depressed about everything in the fucking world. I don't know why. It's part of my makeup. And since I don't use heroin anymore, I got medical marijuana now. A lot better for me, and it's a lot better, and it feels better. I was self-medicating with opiates, heroin. My schizoaffective bipolar. And it worked. My symptoms pretty much went away, but there's that lifestyle. So, we'll see you later. Have a good night. Take it easy. It's Monday. Heroes. Pretty soon. Night.